What's up, autocrossers and wanting to autocrossers? I'm going to break it down real quick how to class 90% of your cars that are coming to their first autocross. Street class. Street class used to be called stock class. Then they changed it because stock was confusing because you can actually do a couple things to your car in street class. And then that just confused the old people. Street class. You pull your car off a lot, you don't do anything to it, you bring it to an autocross, you're likely street class. What can we do in street class? I'm going to put a link in the bottom. In the description of the video, it's going to say street class. Click that link. Thousands of cars will be listed. Find your car, you'll know what class you're in. Street class, what can we do? Let's see. Air filter. You can replace it with another air filter, but it has to fit in the standard housing. Alright? No cold air intakes in street class. Sway bar. Front or rear replace, modify, or add. That includes end links. Cool. What else can we do? Brake pads. You can change your brake pads. Basically any part that's like a wear and tear part, you can change in street class. Anything comfort and convenience in the car, you're still in street class. What's that mean? I put a DVD player in the dash. Okay, cool. Street class. Here we go. Exhaust. This is cool. In street class, you can have a catback exhaust or axle back exhaust. Anything in front of that, downpipe, headers, test pipe, whatever, cat. Can't touch any of that stuff. Axle back, cool. Seat belts. If you want to run a harness, that's fine. Just don't modify the seats. Change your shift knob if you want. Cool, street class. Here's a big one that people do. Shocks and struts. You can change the struts. There's a whole bunch of rules about it though. So if you're gonna do it, look into them further. Likely most people coming for the first time trying to figure out what class their car is in have not made this change. All the stuff in your trunk, you can take out. Spare tire, kit, tools, whatever. In the trunk only. Everything else on the interior has to stay. Tires. Run any tire as long as it's 200 tread wear or higher. Make sure it fits on a stock size rim. The rim can go up or down 1 inch in diameter, I believe. Alignment. You can change the alignment, but only as much as the car lets you. You can't put in camber plates. You can't put in any type of adjustments. You can just align it however you would take it to the shop and have it aligned. So that's it. This car you see right here, street class. B street. Next class, street touring. Everything included in street class you can do, plus a few more things. The street touring classes are kind of the common tuner cars that will show up without huge modification. Think of street touring class as like a bolt-on class. If you just bolt on parts to your car, you're probably going to fall into this class. Sway bars, front and rear, cool. And links are included. If you want to relocate your battery, you can in this class. That's kind of cool. Didn't even know that. If you want to put on big brakes, put on big brakes. That's cool too. Street touring, you're in it. And I'm going to let you know. With the street touring classes, in the link below, in the description, there's going to be a link. You can check out if your car falls into this category. There's multiple street touring categories. Now we can have camber plates. Cool. Cold air intake. Now you can put your intake on. Up to the throttle body or turbo inlet. Let's see. Engine accessories. Pulleys. Install. Except supercharger pulleys. Can't do those. Engine radiator fans can be changed. Engine transmission mounts replaced. Exhaust. Headers and high flow cat installed. You can have headers and high flow cat in street touring. Let's see. You can have one limited slip diff installed, but that's not allowed in 2 of the classes. Your ECU can now be reprogrammed. If you touch your ECU at all, you're going straight into street touring. Even if your car is all stock, if you touch the ECU, this is where you're going, or higher, but this is where you'll likely fall. You can replace the seats in street touring. Nice. You can replace your steering wheel, strut bars, tie bars, subframe connectors for Mustang Camaro, if you fall into that, okay. Suspension strings. You can have coilovers. Street touring has coilovers. That's pretty awesome. You can really make your car a great machine in street touring and not have to break the bank and make it a car that you like. For the tires, we're still at a 200 tread wear or more. The wheels can be any diameter. So that's street touring. A lot of cars fall into these categories with the bolt-on parts. There's only 2 more left. I need to stress, if you think your car is in street touring and you say, oh, but I updated the clutch and you didn't mention that. If you did something to your car that I haven't mentioned yet, you're gonna be in one of these last 2 classes likely. Street prepared. In street prepared you can do all the things I've already mentioned, plus a few more. Let's read. Brake ducts install. Cool, cool your brakes. Clutch and flywheel replacements. You can remove your emission control system if you'd like. You can modify or replace your fenders for tire clearance. You'll see that a lot on the prepared cars because they put big tires on those cars. Ignition, fuel, air, induction, ECU, modify or replace. You can put a limited slip on. You can replace subframe bushings. You can add, now you can add spoilers. You can add things to your car that weren't on it from the manufacturer. But if you show up with a stock car with a massive wing, you're gonna get thrown into this category. It doesn't seem fair, but that's how it's gonna play out. Tires, any top now. So if you have tires under the 200 tread wear rate, you can run them in this. So street touring still limits your size, although it gives you a bigger range. Once you're in prepared, you can do any size. So that is street prepared. All the classes I've mentioned so far, there's no engine swaps in these cars, no major engine modification. If you've done that, welcome to Street Modified. Pretty much the class where you can do anything you want, pretty much. You can do all the stuff you did in all the other classes I've mentioned. But now, you can add aero wings. Now you can do engine and drivetrain swaps. Fiber engine cover, trunk lid, bolt-on fenders, etc. So, now, in Modified, you can start actually replacing, you can actually start saving some real weight. So you can start replacing parts on your car with carbon fiber or fiberglass or whatever to save weight if you want. You can have a fuel cell, fuel cool. Your rear seats, you can pull your rear seats out if you want. You can have a big old splitter. You can have replace steering components, steering gear or quickener. You can put that on your car now. And all your suspension components you can replace. Basically, Street Modified, you probably made a major change to your engine or major change to weight savings on the car, which is likely going to throw you into this category. Hopefully now that you've watched this, you can decide if your car is in the street category, which is off the lot with very little tweaks. Street touring category, which is modest little bolt-ons. Street prepared category, where you have your bolt-ons, but then you're also adding a couple other things. And then your modified category when you're really just changing more dynamics of the car. So like I said, I'm gonna have links below to all these items. It's stressful for everybody. You know, if you take the 5 to 10 minutes to watch this video, you should be able to class your car just fine. This cheat sheet is awesome. This is what I literally just read you. And really, this is probably what the SCCA should share with you. I don't know why it's not just like the first thing on the website. This will help you. This is gonna be your key. We'll get you there. Leave comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have questions. I'll do my best to answer them. How is someone supposed to look through a 100-page book? All they wanna do is drive their car around some cones. I get it. And that's why I'm making this video. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, clash your car, comment below, like, follow me. I'm gonna have more autocross clips soon. I make little videos on my car every once in a while, so it's a good time. All right, peace.